So I was sound asleep around 3 or 4 in the morning, and she opens my door and yells that there's a fire. I gotta go get my car from Silverado Resort. And I was like, she must be crazy. I'm like, what do you mean there's a fire? So I just woke up and went back to sleep.
I woke up at 5 a.m. and we usually listen to the news, and we had full power and also cell phone ability, so it didn't seem strange to me until I turned on the news.
He got a phone call, fortunately, from a friend that said the fire's coming. What fire? He went outside and it was 60 yards from his house. He jumped in his truck with his flip-flops, his blue jeans, and his t-shirt on, and got out with his truck. I don't even think he went back in and closed the front door.
And I looked outside and I couldn't see much because it was still dark, but I could really smell the smoke.
And then it dawned on me, holy crap, we are really in something major here. And it didn't really dawn on me until that moment it hit me. Just like bam, slapped upside the head. Like, this is really dangerous.
And then it just kind of snowballed from there. And the news kept getting worse and worse.
The red lights were just flashing red, and the power was out everywhere. The gas station was closed, all the grocery stores, everything was closed.
He was out on the deck enjoying the weather, and he came in and said, you guys know that the hill across the canyon from us is on fire? They looked out, and here it came, and it was coming fast.
We saw sirens everywhere. We heard sirens everywhere. We saw emergency vehicles going by constantly. The lighting was red, orange. The sky was different.
You couldn't see anything. You couldn't even really see the sky. Really, it was just everything was orange here. There was no blue anywhere. Everything was just orange.
And at that point on Tuesday was when we saw the ash start to fall like snow on our cars.
And I walked out of the cottage, headed out towards the street, and the moon was just orange and brown from the heavy smoke.
Tuesday morning, I thought it might be better, or that some things might have been more contained, but instead it was much worse. Tuesday, things had gotten quite serious, and we seemed like we were hemmed in on most sides with fire. It was unbelievable. You could see the flames on both sides. You could see Carneros, and you could see Atlas Peak, and it was just so scary. There was smoke everywhere.
It just seemed like it was part of the digital world or something, and it wasn't real.
We turned on an app on the phone from CAL FIRE and listened to the dispatches, and it was just horrifying how fast it was moving. The Calistoga fire kicked in, and I heard one of the incident commanders come on and say that it was going to hit Santa Rosa, and that fire hadn't even been going 45 minutes. And I thought, how in the world can you know it that soon? And how's it going to get from basically the city limits of Calistoga moving west and hit Santa Rosa that fast?
I went to sleep that night and I woke up in the middle of the night coughing my lungs out. I couldn't breathe. I could not breathe. I felt like there was a 100-pound anvil sitting on top of my chest. I was just gasping to get air, and I thought, I gotta get out of here. And I threw some stuff in the car, and I took off, heading south.
And so they were kind of surprised. And then they invited us for breakfast, like it was, things are bad, but let's go get some breakfast. And we said, no, they're really bad. I think you should sit down and have some breakfast here.
The first 24 hours, I think we were both kind of just numb. We were trying to get our brains wrapped around. We knew that the magnitude was terrible. We were trying to get a grip on exactly what that meant.
I have a friend who's a councilwoman here. I'm supposed to have coffee with her next week. So I'm going to ask her, do you guys have a plan? It sure does seem awfully strange that many different fires would break out within a few days of each other all over the place.
Her dad was the last vehicle out of the driveway, and he was the last vehicle to get down Soda Canyon Road before the fire completely consumed it. And the people had to go to the top of the mountain and get plucked off the mountain one person at a time in the CHP helicopter. And there was a lot of people up there. They had to leave their vehicles behind, jump in the helicopter, and get shuttled down to Serrato Trail. And he was the last car to make it out, and he barely made it out.
And all of that is just ash. It's just burned down.